Welcome back to the second episode of the series of how I would fix your club. Being Arsenal. Don't really want to, but I'm going to have to at some point, so let's get it out of the way now. If I had the choice myself personally, I would destroy this entire club and make sure it doesn't exist, but here we are. Okay, let's start with, what should we start with? Let's go with, it's not really in any order, so Florian Balogun scored 22 goals in Ligue 1 last year. It's a tough one because he wants regular game time. He could be playing second fiddle to Eddie Nketiah, and I think he's the preferred choice of a Balogun. So I think we're gonna have to sell, sadly. Well, not sadly, but next we've got Cedric. I think he's currently on loan at Fulham at the moment. He's probably not going to play when he gets back. He's probably going to be sold anyway, so it's going to be another sell. Next we have Mohamed El Neni. Going to be another sell. He's not going to get much game time, especially with the arrival of Declan Rice, who isn't actually in this tier maker thing, but yeah. Next we got Gabriel, crucial player. He's really good in defence for Arsenal alongside Saliba, so of course you're going to be keeping him. Next is Kai Havertz, which is an interesting one. I don't see why they signed him. He hasn't particularly thrived so far in the opening games. He hasn't played all that well. I don't really know what role he is going to play under Mikel Arteta, but we're going to have to go undecided because he's just signed. You can't really keep him or sell him yet. So next this is probably the third choice goalkeeper. We're going to go loan. Rob Holding. You probably would keep him because of squad depth, homegrown, stuff like that. But I would probably lean towards selling him considering they got Timber in. They're going to probably keep strengthening anyways. Next is Gabby Jesus, and as the time of recording, he has now come back from injury for Arsenal, so he is a crucial player for them. Next we got Jorginho. I wouldn't say crucial player. We're going to keep him though. I think he's only on a 2-year deal if I'm not mistaken. So we'll just keep him for now for squad depth. Next is Jakob Kiwior. Not seen much of this guy, but he's just signed. I don't think there's a need to loan him yet or anything like that, so we're going to keep him. Next we got Sammy Lokonga. I believe he's on loan at the moment. Or is he on loan at the moment? He was on loan last year. I think he was on loan to Crystal Palace for a bit. But I haven't watched an awful lot of him play, so I'm not really too sure. But I'm pretty sure he's still young, so we'll keep him. Same with this kid. I think he's on loan. He was on loan to Norwich, or he is on loan at Norwich now. So, of course, another loan. Apparently, this kid is very good. Martinelli, a crucial player, really good on the wing for Arsenal. Quite strong. Out on the wing for them. Yeah. Not much to say, really. He is a really good winger. Same with Reece Nelson when he's come off the bench for Arsenal. Keep him. He was close to leaving at points. I think he was linked with Feyenoord and other clubs around Europe. Next we got Eddie Nketiah. Probably a keep. Again, nothing more to be said. I was fuming when Spurs didn't sign Odegaard because he is class, and I thought he was probably meant to be the creator that we needed after Eriksen, but of course Arsenal got him, and now he's the captain, so Spurs can suck their mums. Well, I say Spurs, I'm more so Daniel Levy, but this is another just backup goalkeeper, so we're gonna loan him. Tom's Partey, well, He's done some pretty horrific things reportedly, so I would want to sell him, but we'll keep him because he's really good in the midfield for Arsenal. This is an interesting one. Nicolas Pepe even. I think he's really overhated. I never thought he was that bad for Arsenal. I thought there's people who've been worse than him and who has costed more. For example, Anthony, who's been absolutely shocking for United, and he's shite. So I think he could come back, redemption arc, and play back up to Saka, but I just don't see him. I just don't see him doing it. I would keep him personally, but obviously I'm not Mikel Arteta, so what do I know? Ramsdale, crucial player in goal. Runnison. We're gonna no, he would be back up. We'll keep him. Bukayo Saka, Arsenal star boy. He's no Kulusevski though, but he is a crucial player again for Arsenal. Same with this man. This guy is a very, very good centre back. I will not deny it. He is also another crucial player. Should have played for Spurs though. That would have been better. Emil Smith Rowe. This guy just doesn't stop getting injured. Has been out for God knows how long. Guys gotta stop getting injured, man. I don't see how he's gonna fit in with this whole system here, and where he's gonna play, and if he's gonna play. But I will keep him because he's still young. Nuno Tavares was on loan last year to Marseille, I believe. Is he good enough? I'm not too sure. But considering, as of recording, Kieran Tierney has just gone out on loan, so we'll put him in. Tavares, I guess we're going to have to keep because of Zinchenko and Timber, but you could, actually no, to be fair, you could sell him with the arrival of Timber. You don't particularly, maybe surplus to requirements. Tomiyasu, right back, who can also play centre back. You keep him. He can play multiple positions. He's decent. Oh, Trossard, another one I really wish Spurs signed. I just don't know why we didn't. We're stupid. Trusty, he's out on loan anyway. Matt Turner's already sold, so we're gonna sell him anyways. But I think he's still a decent backup keeper. And then Fabio Vieira, they're gonna keep him, aren't they? And I would also keep him. Ben White, another crucial player for Arsenal, can play multiple positions. Granit Xhaka, I think he had a really good year last year, and he was very good for Arsenal. But he is getting old, and you do need to find a replacement for him eventually. So I think it was wise to sell him, get the 25 million you got from Bayer Leverkusen. And then finally, Zinchenko is another. I don't know if I would say crucial player, because I think when he first came in he was very good, but then he kind of dropped off a bit. But I think he is still a crucial player, so we'll keep him. Now, who do they bring in? Well, as of recording, they have brought in Kai Havertz, they've brought in Timber, and they've brought in Declan Rice. I think Declan Rice fills the hole that's left by Xhaka. And in the opening games of the Premier League season so far, he's been very good. So that's one problem sorted. I'm still undecided about Havertz because I don't know why they signed him. He was quite poor at Chelsea. I think Mikel Arteta maybe sees something in him. Back when he was in Germany as well, he had a lot of quality and he was good there. But Arteta clearly sees something that I don't, and what a lot of fans don't. And then Timber, who obviously isn't on the list, but is another one who's been very good. He was very good in the Community Shield. Started, and Arsenal played quite well in the Shield. And obviously eventually won it on penalties against Manchester City. But he's not in this list. But more signings they could make. There's been links with Gabriel going to the Saudi League, but I don't see him wanting to go, or them selling him. I'd probably say You might need another centre back eventually if Gabriel does leave. But like I said, I don't see that happening. But I think they're probably going to end up selling Nicolas Pepe. So I would probably buy a backup for Saka, get someone quality in who can compete with Saka. And yeah, that's how I would fix your club. This is Arsenal edition. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know who you want to see next in the comments.